TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you. You're now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the flock. Big ups to the flock. We appreciate y'all for being in this live stream, recapping the Pelicans' first preseason matchup. Unfortunately, it's a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 117 to 114. So the Pelicans opened up the preseason with a loss. A lot of mistakes, a lot of positives, some negatives, but a little rust there. Some things we got to iron out going into this game. So I'm Big Q chiming in this live stream. I like to thank you guys for joining us. Please feel free to hit the like button. Much love to you guys. Much love to you. Appreciate you being here. I got my co-host in the building, Mr. DC. How you doing, DC?
I'm doing pretty good, man. You talking about unfortunately it's a loss, man. That's fortunate. Shit, we went 4-0 the last two preseasons and we ain't do shit in the regular season.
Change it around a little bit.
Yeah, I'm happy we lost, man.
DC done scrambled his brain some kind of way. You done tripped and scrambled his brain. All right, DC.
It's simple logic, Q.
Change it up a little bit.
Gotta do something different. I wouldn't be surprised if Willie lost on purpose.
Yeah, hey. All right, trying to instill the doctrine of love. That's why we lost. See, you guys ain't love each other enough. That's what you got. Love harder. That's what you got to do.
The second unit loved each other.
Yeah, you see that? They almost brung us back into this thing. They almost brung us back. All right, so with that being said, man, we're going to delve into this one, man. 117 to 114 DC, as you can see, the statistics on stream. Let's just get right on into it here. As you take a look at it, 41 of 99 by the Pelicans for 41.4%. I know 43 out of 94 by the Timberwolves for 45.7% field goal percentage. 3-point shooting, 12 of 37 for 32.4 by the Pelicans, 14 of 43 for 32.6 by the T-Wolves. Pelicans were almost 77% from the free throw line. They were 20 of 26 versus the Timberwolves 17 out of 22 for 77.3. Rebounds. Pels had it 53 to 49 on the rebounds, 19 offensive rebounds, 34 defensive versus 10 and 39 by the T-Wolves. Assists, T-Wolves had the ball circulating a lot. 30-21 advantage T-Wolves. Of course, the steals were almost double, 14-8. Blocks 10-7 advantage T-Wolves. Turnovers were big, 21 turnovers in the matchup for the young Pels. A little too much there. 18 by the T-Wolves. Points off those, 31 versus 17, which was big. And of course, 8 points off fast break versus 21 by the T-Wolves. That was really a killer in this game as well. They had a lot of energy going, and kind of the Pelicans made a run at it late. So a couple of suspect calls by the referees in this one too. 54-52 by the points in the paint there as well, is pretty neutralizing. The largest lead at the time was the Timberwolves had it as much as 24. The Pelicans got that thing down lickety split. Now DC, let's look at some of the statistics in the matchup right here and tell me what you think will stick out to you.
There's only one statistic that sticks out to me, Q, and it's the only one that matters because it's a preseason game. And when you look at the final score and you read the statistic that I'm a state, you'll see what I mean. 24. The Timberwolves led this game by 24 points, Q.
Yes, indeed.
And we lost by 3. That's the only statistic I need to see, bro.
Yeah.
It's a loss. You could take one from it what you will, looking at those stats. But after watching that, them lead by 24, I could ball all them stats up and throw it away, man. Y'all did y'all job. It's preseason game, energy, effort, commitment, getting in the rhythm, getting in the flow of things. This basically is a overhyped practice. You know what I mean? So the fact that they never quit, they looked pretty bad at points. And as the game went on and, they got it together and they started looking better. And if it wasn't for an ill-timed decision by our man Wenyen Gabriel, they might have even won the game. He thought
About the
for some
carry?
reason, man, I don't know. I guess he was trying to compete with Herb Jones because Herb Jones was bringing that ball up court, crossing people over and everything. Wenyen was like, I could do that too, but you don't need to try to do that with like 30 seconds left. No. So other than that mistake, man, I mean the Pelicans actually might have won this game because those reserves that they put in them guys was crumbling towards the end of the game, man.
Yeah, DC, that was a hell of an effort late in the game by the Pelicans to try to make a game of it, man. And I like I said, man, they almost got it, man. Like I said, they hit Wenyen with that carry charge right there, and had they not done that, man, we probably would have definitely won this game. But the Pelicans, man, I got to give them credit. Very gutsy performance by a young Pelican squad in this one, man. So I mean, like I said, it's not going to be perfect. We still got a lot of things to iron out, but DC, you most certainly can't. They can't say nothing bad about the heart of the squad. That's most certain.
Oh no. I was very impressed with what I saw later in the game. At spots in the game, I could pick out things early on, but I was like, "Damn, come on, man, you got to do better than this." I mean, it's all right if y'all lose, but damn, you can't just let them blow us out, like you know what I mean. But they fought all the way back, bro. That starting lineup, I don't think that's what we gonna see. That ain't what you want. So that starting lineup wasn't working at all with Najee Marshall. Well, he played pretty good. Najee Marshall, Brandon Ingram, they had Herman Gomez out there, and who else am I missing? Garrett Temple. I thought that was kind of weird that we started him. He ain't look too hot tonight, but together they just kind of looked off, looked all out of sorts. And when you went to the second unit, man, led by none other than NAW, man, his game they go to another level. Q. I mean, he hit
Yeah,
like 2-and-1s tonight. He's hitting some threes. Every time you look, he driving to the paint. You know what I'm saying? He throwing dimes and
kicking.
pinpoint passes. Like he was doing a lot tonight, man. He looked real good.
Much love to the flock, man. Appreciate y'all being in the building, man. Much love to all of you guys. Kenneth Barnes, go Pels. Josh in his bag, go Pels. Jessica Anderson, go Pels. Brandon Cormier, go Pels. DB, go Pels. Quinn Qantas, what's up, Ken Qantas? Go
Yo,
Pels.
yo.
State of the Pelicans, go Pels. Jasper Bowden, go Pels. Pelicans
Jasper.
Nola, go Pels. Brother Jerry Poor Jr., go Pels. VB Saints, Pale Lady, go
What's
Pels.
up, baby?
Rick's Raw, go Pels. Devin C, go Pels. Marge Evian, go Pels. Teal, my dog Teal, go Pels.
Chill.
Trey, Drake, go Pels. King Buckets, Go Pels.
King
Stephanie,
buckets.
what's up, Stephanie, baby? Go Pels. John Thompson, go Pels. Swagged out entertainment.
Oh
Go
yeah.
Pels. Much love to the fam. J. Carb, what's up, fam? Go Pels. Tramal Keller, go Pels. B. Thomas, go Pels. Joe Thomas, go Pels. Let's see what else we got in this joint. Robert, what's up, Robert? Robert Jackson, go Pels.
Right.
KK in the building, go Pels to you, my baby. Much love. All right, and let's get into the individual statistics here, fam. What's up, Jason? Go Pels.
Right,
All
Jason.
right. So let's get into the individual statistics here, fam. Because listen, man, I like a lot. A lot of these, like the hustle from these young guys, I really liked a lot. Let's get into these statistics here. As the top leader of today, DC, who led the way, was two guys that we expecting to have a solid season. NAW put up 22 points in 21 minutes. He was 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 6 of 8 from the charity stripe. 22 points. His plus minus was plus 12 DC. He looked sharp on the night, was playing defense too.
Indeed.
21 points for Trey Murphy, the third. TM3, 30 minutes of action.
Trigger man. That's what I'm about to start calling him, Q. That's the trigger man.
7 of 16 from the field, 6 of 10 from downtown, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 rebounds by him, 4 of which was defensive rebounds. TM3 had it going in the matchup, and of course, you look at the rest of the guys. The only other scorer.
Oh no, I can't let you. You gotta mention. You gotta mention her, man.
Hold on, DC. Calm down. Let me just get through the rest of them
I
because I'm going
can't.
to
Because you said them names and you ain't say
hold
her,
on,
man.
DC. Hold on, DC. It's all lit up. 14 points for BI in the matchup off of 23 minutes. 5 out of 9. 4-4 from the charity stripe. He finished with 14 points, and of course, other guys throwing. Of course, we talked about a straight jacket Jones and his contribution in that 19 minutes of action.
Nah, I can't trip no more. No.
All right, 7 points, 6 rebounds by him in the matchup, and he was doing some stuff, a couple of blocks, a couple of assists. Since he was around and doing his thing. Of course, you had KLJ had 9. He tossed that in there for 12 minutes of action. Jackson Hayes had 8 points, 5 rebounds, got dunked on by Big Cat. Rough night by Jackson Hayes. Like rough night for Jackson, man. He had a pretty decent effort. Then he got hurt, had to be carted off. So hopefully Jackson
got
be
dunked
fine,
on
man.
too.
Yeah, it was they were snatching souls out there. Devontae Graham in his first game, 22 minutes out there. He was 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown, 3 or 4 from the charity stripe. He finished with 9 points, 4 turnovers, and 1 assist. He also had 3 rebounds in the matchup as well. And man, listen, there's a lot of bright spots. Some stuff that happened, DC, was positive and negative, but I've seen a lot of heart, and it's still. We got a lot of developing to do, but more pluses than minus in this 3-point loss. You can feel free to kind of look at who you like on there.
Man, everybody on the second unit, man. Pretty much Herb really impressed me. He played the same role from Summer League, and he was able to do the same thing against a higher level competition. I liked what I saw from him defensively. I mean, Jackson Hayes got hurt, and Herman Gomez, he was in a little bit of foul trouble. They played Herb at the 5. He handled his business there. Like, wow, man, he might have been able to guard Big Cat. You know what I mean? So really like what I saw from him. NAW was the man. NAW and you could say TM3 Trigger Man, you know what I'm saying? Them two guys were probably the most impressive. NAW was doing a little bit of everything though. Like his defense, he was all over the place, giving effort there. You know what I mean? He was in the lane. He was making plays, dishing, kickouts, getting to the line, hit some threes. You know what I mean? So got to give him props, bro. And he was the spark that started everything for the comeback. And he actually was the one who got him the lead. So, but Trigger Man, bro, man, that dude there, it's almost like everybody said too. So I ain't the only one. It's like you shocked when he missed. You shocked when he missed. When he load that thing up from the 3, man, it's in. It's butter. You know what I'm saying?
He's something else.
He shot 60% tonight, bro. And this ain't the first time he did that. He doing the same stuff he did in the summer league. People was like, oh, it's the summer league. Okay, it's the preseason. Competition has stepped up a little bit. same thing. You know what I mean? So excellent on defense too. Excellent on defense. So you got to give him props there as well, man. His the other parts of his game, I think he still needed a little work on adjusting to the NBA. It would have been nice to see him get that last shot off. You know what I'm saying? Got to kind of work on his off dribble game. You know what I mean? But when it was kicking to him, bro, he's spotting up. He could do that. He could do that all day, dog. So Kyra actually, he had a little spark too. Big part of that comeback, man. He went scored 7 straight points. So saw a lot of productive things from him. Najee Marshall also looked well doing what he does. Hustle man, all over the place. A little bit of every stat out there. And Bi to me and Devontae Graham, two guys I would want to give props to. They didn't particularly look that sharp, but I think those guys to get it together. Bi didn't really look bad. He just had a lot of turnovers, man. I think he was forcing stuff, So I didn't see a lot of. He looked like .5 to me, so I don't think they got all of this down the way they want to play. You know what I mean? And it's still a work in progress. And the referee was horrible though, man. They had a lot of times. I think I know that we got a lot of blocks, but they fouled us a lot, man. Yeah, and our man Jackson Hayes, thank God that's negative because man, that looked bad the way he rolled his ankle like that coming down on that dude's foot. But thank God it's just probably gonna be a sprained ankle, and that might put Herb on the active roster. We might actually see some minutes from him during the regular season because Jackson Hayes, depending on the severity of that sprained ankle, man, he might miss a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks. You know what I mean? Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. But like we just showed from Will Guillory, saying Jackson's left ankle came back negative, so that's a good omen right there, a good sign right there. So I mean, DC, it was at first, you can see the effort there, but Minnesota, you got to give them credit, man. They had it going, man. The
I
energy,
wasn't shocked, bro.
the
I,
energy
I,
they
I
had.
said
No,
this,
well,
bro.
listen, let me tell you something. Their energy and how they playing, bro. They were playing really well, man. They were playing with heart and fun, and they were running around there. And then they thought they had the game like a young team would do, and they allowed the Pelicans to almost steal that thing.
You're right.
So I mean, we
Thank you,
almost took
Nola
them out.
Danky, for that 499, brother. What's happening there? What's
What's
up?
happening,
What's
bro? What's
up,
going on?
man?
Thank
What's
you,
up?
Nola Danky. Go Pels, bro. Thank you for your super chat. Much love to you, fam. Appreciate you. Also, John asking about Wenyan Gable's contribution. Is more time coming this way? Could he have done better job kicking the ball out instead of missing those layups tonight? He was trying to make a little word for himself in there. I can see that because he had an open
It
shooter. I
was.
forgot who it was on the wing there, DC. Instead of kicking that ball out, he tried to make that layup and missed it.
I
So I
think
mean, he got a
he's
lot to learn
suffering
from
from Stan Van Gundy syndrome, bro. Like the man, he getting some runs, so I think a lot of times he gets real anxious to try to show what he could
that. I
do,
know B
so
time
they
was
don't bury him on the bench again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of what that is. Yeah, he could have kicked it out. Yeah, he could have did this or he could have did that. But I'm not gonna beat him up too bad, about it because the dude didn't he don't get a lot of playing time, so it's still everything is always new and him trying to shake off Russ and stuff. I ain't trying to make no excuses for him either, but you know what I mean, we gonna see, but if Jackson Hayes, depending on how long he missing, he might actually get some minutes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how it shakes out, man, because this effort, man, they almost, like I said, 20 plus turnovers tonight, not ideal. But you look at it's a lot of positives that I seen in this that will help Willie kind of shape the lineups that we need. So he's looking at he kind of experiment with lineups, seeing what players fit well. But DC if TM3 trigger man, as you call him, shooting the ball like this, it's going to be tough to keep him out of that lineup, man. Wow.
Not just him, Q. Not just him.
NAW. Could you imagine a
NAW
lot?
too, man.
Could,
NAW will
would
mess around and push Devontae Graham to the bench if he keep
yeah,
playing how he played tonight.
man, yes. And of course, and one of the lineups that they mentioned was an NAW backcourt with NAW and TM3. That's one of the line. Could you imagine?
That
You
would be
know,
lethal. And then
that'd have
then
been awesome.
then we got Devontae Graham, you got Josh Hart, Saturansky, if you want to put him out there. You got Najee Marshall, you got Herb Jones, and what you gonna Jackson Hayes.
Yes,
What?
I
That's
know.
your bench unit?
I know, man. Josh Hart looked good in this one too. He was
Lord.
shooting the ball, going to the basket. He got foul. I mean, of course, we were in there. We were in their building, so we expected not to get the fouls. Yeah, and then of course we were turning the ball over and doing some uncharacteristic things in terms of what Willie philosophy is. But this is a part of the maturation process of getting his system instilled within this young club. And we of course, Big V didn't play today due to an injury that happened with
It
him.
was his hand, I think.
I forgot exactly what it was. DC, I can look it
It
up,
was
but yeah,
something minor.
yeah. But it
It
was
was an
just
ankle or a hand, I think.
it's a precautionary measure by Coach Willie Green to get to do that. But man, listen, I mean, despite the fact that the Pelicans did, losing this game, but man, I mean, I'm telling you, I was happy how they came back in the game. To be honest with you, they were down, man, and just something gave me the feeling like, damn, they hanging around within space, and TM3 started knocking them threes down. The Pelicans started hustling. I said, man, they're gonna make a run because the Minnesota was already in party mode, celebrating, slapping hands, and all this kind of stuff. And the
Right.
Pelicans bench came in there and almost took it from their ass. We had a couple of suspect calls, a bunch of suspect calls from the referees in this matchup, in this game. Despite the fact that they were knocking them 3-pointers down, playing with a lot of energy tonight, Minnesota was, and the Pelicans on the back end almost stole that guy. So, like I say, it's very encouraging. Kevin says, I like what Willie's doing. He's just evaluating the lay of the land. I see him taking mental notes. Yeah, you can definitely
Mm-hmm.
see that,
Right.
man. Absolutely. L 1999.
Yeah.
K says Hayes seemed pretty weak on D before he got hurt. Cat bullied him, and LSU guy went right around him.
Well, let's point one thing out too. A LSU guy, who's he talking about? I
He talking
think
about
Nas Reed.
Naj Reed.
First off, everybody uh that defended Nas Reed in the Pelicans uniform, he gave everybody problems.
He
Nas
does.
Reed, I always talk about him when we play Minnesota. He always gives us problems. So let's point that out.
They do.
Big Cat, nobody can guard Big Cat 1-on-1. You know what I mean?
That
And
boy, that
we
boy.
know
Did
Jackson Hayes
you
need
see
to
that
get some
boy?
more weight, man.
That boy dunked on
He
Jackson
embarrassed him
Hayes.
though. He did.
He dunked on Jackson Hayes. Shot the ball in his face. He was in his bag with a lot of his gameplay today because Jackson defending him. He knocked one down in his face. He backed him up, then dunked on him, and then went down the court like
But we gotta
Chris Webber
remember.
used to do. Remember that Chris Webber when he stick his lip out? Remember
Uh,
that? He bust the Chris Webber on that ball. But go ahead and finish your thought, bro.
we gotta remember, man. Them guys, Minnesota, they got it on their mind, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
got D'Angelo Russell over there and Big Cat, and they had aspirations of being a playoff team. They got #1 draft pick, and the boy was balling out last year, right? They all kept getting hurt, could never play together. It was all this stuff. I remember one point in time, what was that? Was that the beginning of last year? Big Cat was going crazy, man. He had like what 5 or 6 40-point games or something like that in a row.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt. You know what I mean? So them dudes coming out with it on their mind, man. We can't look at it like what they came out and did. I think if they'd have played anybody, they would have came out with that type of energy and intensity and been really looking to get after it. They got a lot to prove. They got a big chip on their shoulder, as we do too. But we missing 2 of our top guys. You know what I mean? So and we still push them to within 3. This ain't the same Minnesota we played last year that we felt we should have pummeled beat easily. I mean, you got Big Cat back now. You got D'Angelo Russell, and you had Anthony Edwards who had to carry the load all last year by himself. Now he got
Mm-hmm.
them guys, so he gonna look even better. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
got a supporting cast. We know Ogie is a good defender.
That's
Nas
a good
Reed is
thing.
a damn good backup center. This is not
Yeah.
a sorry team.
No,
You know what
no,
I mean?
not
I
no
don't
more.
care
They
what
coming
the
to play.
numbers say. They're not a sorry team, man. This is the West. So, yeah, Jackson Hayes got his issue, but I mean, I would have wanted him to play a little better, but I didn't expect him to dominate Big Cat and to shut down Nas Reed either.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, man, Minnesota's 3. If those guys can stay healthy, and of course they picked up Pat Beverly, as you can see right here, them moving it. But I mean, the hustle, Vanderbilt's with his hustle. You had the kid that used to play for Brooklyn and Prince. They had him going. He was in his back. So I mean, this is an intriguing young team. Plus the coach. You remember he used to be here with the Pelicans, trying to teach defensive principles during the AD's Demarcus Cousins years,
Right.
trying to help out Elvin Gentry sorry ass. But outside of that, it was actually a interesting affair, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next contest. And speaking of which, DC, let's preview that matchup. The next one coming up will be the Pelicans and the Magic. This one will be on the 6th, coming up in a couple of days, as the Pelicans have that first home game in the Smoothie King Center up against the Magic. Pelicans 0-1, opening the Magic are 0-1 as well. See, Jonathan Isaac is out in, you see, he was a
He
big,
not pulling Andrew Wiggins. Huh? He's sticking by what he's saying.
yeah, Wiggins went and did his thing. Isaac seemed like he's a little bit more stubborn to hold to his convictions. And people don't like that how it is being handled right now. It's a very slippery slope. Plus, y'all need, if you're not on Q with Big Q, I invite y'all to listen on Q with Big Q via our Patreon. We'll be dropping a lot of science. The last show called Thinnest Toilet Paper played a lot of great information on there. If you want
What
to
you called
support,
it? Say it again.
it's thinnest toilet paper, baby, because that's what it is. It's thinner than what they spilling out is a bunch of you know what. But I showed some documentation. I showed some stuff from their mouths that really open up a lot of people's eyes, because sometimes you got to let them hear it from them. To understand, you do not have a track record good enough to come at people like this. But anyway, let's get back into it. This is the thing. Zion Williamson, of course, we know he'll be out. Big V will be out. And of course, Jackson is day to day, as we showed the tweet from Will Guillory, cousin Guillory, that the left ankle came back negative. So, that's good as well, going well. So, of course, we'll see how it all shakes, DC. This will be home in the Smoothie King Center event against Cole and his squad, man, the Orlando Magic, who we did have, who played us pretty actually all right last year.
Yeah,
They
they
gave us.
did, man. And I like how you speedball past cousin Guillory. You just trying to
Could
poison
we
the
just
people, huh? Yeah.
could we just stick to the point there,
You
DC?
know
Please.
that's your ass up there tweeting that shit.
That's
But
a te-
anyway,
that brother.
anyway,
That's a totally different person. Bro, brother don't look nothing like me, bro. Y'all need to stop it. DC, the floor is yours, sir.
do I have to pull up a picture? You really want me to
You
do
pull
this?
up in every goddamn pictures you want. That ain't gonna make it true.
It is true. You a doppelganger, man. You up here acting like they ain't you. We know that's you. Big Q, you big Q, you do all these shows. You know what I mean? You got it's
I
only
got you.
right that you
So
be
let's
in the
get this.
Pelicans doing interviews too.
So let me get this straight. Not only am I doing 40 to 50 shows a month, but I'm also writing articles every day for the Pelicans and up in the news conferences with the Pelicans and all that kind of stuff. And I got a
That's
collection of Jordans that I like to
that's
have behind me when I do interviews.
they
That's
right
me
they
too.
right behind that shit back there. You put that up there every time to make sure you don't show them damn shoes.
Say, bro, listen, bro. I get on here and talk about your large collection of Bob Marley records? I don't talk about that, bro. I try to keep it on pause. DC, the floor is yours.
Yes, you do. You always coming here with that BS. But anyway, we ain't got a bunch of time tonight, so we can't do the back and forth too long. But Cole Anthony, man, definitely guy that stepped up last year. They got the rookie. What is his name, man? Suggs, I think. Am I saying his
Oh
name
yeah,
wrong?
yeah.
The guy from Gonzaga, man.
Jalen sucks.
Jalen Suggs. Yeah, they got him over there, bro. And man, I'm interested to see how that's gonna look. That backcourt. I mean, Jalen Suggs is just as good offensively as Cole Anthony. You know what I mean? They got Markel Fultz too. Like
He's out.
they doing a lot with their guards, man. I don't know how they gonna mesh all of that. But Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs are probably the two we're gonna see. Jalen Suggs is a hell of a defender too, as well as a good scoring option. So he might be an excellent two-way guy and have a real bright future in the league. And we're gonna get to find out. So it's probably gonna be primarily our young guys matched up with their young guys. And guess who else we might get to see? None other than Etwan Moore, because he is on their team. So we might actually see some minutes from him, man. Have a little bit of, I guess, not quite a homecoming because we're gonna be in Orlando. I think we home Friday, right? But this is a team we should beat. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how everything goes, but We'll see, man. Nothing about the Orlando Magic really strike any fear in me. But when I look at these guys, unlike a lot of people, I see some talented players. You know what I'm saying? People just think Orlando is just what Alvin Gentry would call them, a dumpster fire. But I don't think they as bad as their record would indicate, especially if they get Jonathan Isaac back. They might be a team that maybe not get to the playoffs, but they would damn sure be a team over there giving people the business and fighting with them. Depending on what Jalen Suggs is, maybe they are a team that could sneak into that 8th, 7th. Who knows, man? But they got Fraz Wagner too, guy a lot of people wanted us to draft. So we're gonna get a chance to see him and what he can do, and we're gonna see our Pels continue their evolution into the point five offensive system and see how that works out, man. No Jackson Hayes, no Valanciunas, no Zion, so that means a lot of Herb Jones, and I like that.
Yeah, and one thing we talked about is the fact that they are deep with a lot of different positions. So if certain guys go down, it just means opportunities. There's a bright side to look at against other opportunities for other guys to step up and do their thing. So with that being said, fam, we're gonna get ready in the stream on that. 117 to 114, the Pelicans lose, but had a gutsy effort at the end. Almost took this game, almost took it back from the Timberwolves. And of course, we will return for another recap of on the 6th, DC, which is
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Got to come right back and do it again, man.
Do it again. So we'll be back talking about the Pelicans. Listen, I appreciate y'all in the Pel chat. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. Hit the hell out the like button. Hit that like button for a win on Wednesday against the Magic. Let's make them the tragic. So, I mean, that's hit the like button for that. Also, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the subscribe button and join the Pelican Postgame Report and join the flock. Be a member of the flock. So with that being said, we're going to oust on that. Much love to you, DC. Oh, yeah. Keep listening to your Bob Marley records, bro, because you got a big collection over there, bro. Much love to you.
And you keep collecting your Jordans, bro. They look real nice when you do your other shows when you're not Big Q.
That shit ain't funny, man.
Oh, why you laughing?
That shit ain't funny, man. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Much love to y'all and go Pels.
Peace.
The Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport